March 18, 1993. Rockdale, Township, Pennsylvania. A 6-year-old boy stands frozen in his kitchen. His mother is screaming. His father is kneeling over her, cutting her open. No one came when she begged for help. No one stopped what happened next. This isn't just a murder story. It's a story about silence and how a peaceful community ignored every warning sign until it was too late. The Amish are known for simplicity. No electricity, no technology, just faith, hard work, and obedience. But behind that peace was Edward Gingerich, a husband slowly unraveling. He started talking to himself, staring at the walls, mumbling about evil spirits. His wife Katie begged their church leaders for help. She told them something was wrong. They told her to pray and stay obedient. In the Amish world, there's no therapist, no hotline, just silence. Edward had schizophrenia, but it was never properly treated. He believed his wife was possessed by the devil. He stopped taking his medication. He stopped sleeping. He told people, "There's something evil in this house." But no one did anything. On the night of March 17th, Katie tucked her children into bed. The next morning, only one of them would wake up with the mother. Edward snapped before sunrise. He punched Katie in the face, dragged her to the kitchen. Then, in front of their 6-year-old son, he stomped on her head until the screaming stopped. The boy didn't cry. He didn't run. He just watched. But what Edward did next shocked even veteran investigators. He took a knife, cut Katie open, and laid her organs beside her body neatly, like he was performing a ritual. When a neighbor came to check on them, he found Edward standing in silence, covered in blood, barefoot, and staring. Police arrived. Edward said, "She had a demon. I had to remove it." They found journals filled with religious paranoia, drawings, ramblings, warnings. It was clear. Edward had lost his mind, but the damage was real. Katie was 26 years old, a devoted mother. She begged for help and no one listened. The couple's 6-year-old son was taken in by relatives. But his trauma was lifelong. He rarely spoke after that. He avoided other children. He woke up screaming. Some say he changed his name and now lives in quiet isolation. Others say he's never spoken of that day again. But one thing is certain. He lost everything, while people around him stood by. Edward was charged, but not with murder. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Because the court agreed his mental illness drove the attack. His sentence? 2.5 to 5 years. That's it. A woman torn apart in front of her child. And he served just over 2 years behind bars. The community didn't protest. They didn't hold vigils. They didn't speak his name again. They just moved on. A local sheriff said they shut the doors. They wanted it buried. After his release, Edward left the Amish world behind. No wife, no church, no statements. He never explained, never apologized. In 2011, he died by suicide. No note, no last words, just silence, again. But this isn't just about Edward. It's about every person who ignored Katie, every leader who told her to pray instead of protect herself, every time mental illness was dismissed as sin. Katie didn't die because of faith. She died because of silence, and her son, the only witness to her final moments, still carries the weight of everything she was forced to endure alone. Mental illness ignored becomes danger, even in the most peaceful communities. Share this story to raise awareness. Mental illness is real, and silence can kill. Do you believe Edward should have been held responsible, or was he another victim of neglect? If this story moved you, please subscribe, not just for more true crime stories, but to honor lives lost and voices silenced. Remembering is the first step toward change. Thank you for watching.